How's it going, everyone? It is Friday, November 24th, and this is the last chance for me on the 2023 New York rifle season. It's a good night. There's spitting snow a little bit. It's cold. Wind is there, but it's nothing too significant. I think it's gonna die down a little bit right before dark. So, hoping Swagger finally decides to step out here in daylight. Cliff's getting videos of him and stuff, moving really exclusively at night. Really seems to be a hurting unit. I don't know what he's got going on with his hindquarters, but he's really struggling to move. So Cliff thinks, and I'm sure he's right, that he'll just kind of get closer and closer to a food source as it gets tougher and tougher to get. And hopefully he comes out here during the daylight and gives one of us an opportunity. So I'll be ready if he does. It's a great night to sit. The snow's just kind of coming down, and it is cold, so hopefully these deer will be up on their feet. I sat here last night with Michael, and we saw pretty good deer movement, just not the right one. So hopefully tonight is a night. I want to give a shout out to our local high school football team that's playing in state semifinal today. They've had a great season, and this is like peak technology right here. I'm sitting in a deer stand and climber, and I can watch the game on my tablet, so that's pretty cool technology. But hopefully the Wolfpack can put it together here and get it rolling and make a comeback and win that game. So I'll be watching, and Swagger steps out here, I'll pause it and handle that business. All right, hang with me.
Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. It's the day after. It's November 24th, and I'm in the stump 4 overlooking all of Nebraska, and we've got corn for screening here, but the deer have been eating it, so we're gonna see what happens tonight. The deer that we're really looking for is over closer to Cherry Ridge where Monty's at. Monty's hunting the corn plot over there that he killed the bear in a few days ago, and that's where Swagger's really been doing all his feeding. He hasn't really been making it over this far, but I think that we'll probably see a few deer tonight, and that's the goal. It's actually spitting snow a little bit right now, and it's extremely cold. And just to let Vern know, I'm really roughing it tonight. There's no heater in here, so I actually had to layer up and make sure I wore my Tideway heated jacket. I got this sucker cranked up on high right now, so I'm going to try to stay warm even though I'm inside this stump 4, which is really cozy, out of the wind. We'll see what happens. Some of these brassicas and turnips right here are absolutely huge. I'll show you guys on the video right now, but the deer have been chomping on them. You can tell there's definitely a lot of food out there. Finally had a couple deer come out over there, it looks like, across the swamp. Hey, did you shoot one?
Yeah, I got one.
Heck yeah.
One, it was a 7-point. I thought it was probably an 8-point when I shot it, but it's pretty wide. And
Well,
it's laying in the food plot.
well, heck yeah.
So, need someone to help me throw it on a cart.
Yeah, I'll come.
Are you hunting or?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you guys get done.
Okay, we'll come over and ride over with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, John got a buck at the upper farm, so that's some good news. We're having a pretty slow evening ourselves here. All I've seen is a doe and a fawn all the way across over there, so we still got about 20 minutes left of legal shooting light, so maybe something else will come out in that matter of time. That's I know what buck that is. That's a 3-year-old.
Nice.
That's the buck that last year came out and squared up with my decoy out here. He was a 6-point last year. Hold him up, Monty. He's wide.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was pretty wide. I got looking at that, and I didn't see he didn't have a point on the left side.
Yep.
That looks bulky right there.
Yeah, it does. How he blades
Same
out
kind
there.
of,
Yeah.
Yeah, that buck. I think last year he actually broke one side off. He was a half rack then. Geez, he came up out of the swamp. Look at that. He's all muddy.
That's kind of tracking job there.
Yeah.
Is that where you hit him, John? Right in the neck?
I wasn't sure where he dropped like a ton of shit.
Yeah, he shot him right in the neck, it looks like. Right there.
Yep.
Yeah. No wonder he... Is that where you were aiming?
No, I wasn't.
No wonder he didn't go nowhere. You didn't like that.
That is well placed.
Well, nice shot, John. Nice buck.
He looked pretty big.
Yeah.
Right when I was watching some doe on the other side, and then I looked back over here, and the minute I saw him, I could see the body was,
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah. It's a 3.5-year-old buck. I know it for sure. I'll have to show some of the footage of him last year as a 2-year-old. I'm pretty positive this is a buck that came out and squared up with a decoy one day out here. He's an aggressive bugger. Well, let's get her gutted out. So this is what I believe to be the buck John killed the year before on November 5th. This was right up there in the upper farm food plot where he killed the buck in this video. But he was a 2.5-year-old, 6-point last year with a obviously a busted off one side. He's a really aggressive deer. I have a decoy out, and he bristled right up and came right out and confronted the decoy. I think I zoom out here a little bit and you can see the decoy. But pretty cool to have the history, even if it's only a year-long history with a deer. But I'm just about 100% certain that this is the deer last year. And you can see the decoy right there. Pretty nice 3.5-year-old buck this year. He just doesn't have too much going when it comes to points and stuff, but a nice buck nonetheless. Congratulations, Uncle John, on a nice 3-year-old deer. Well, we got him hung up and we got him measured. He's about 18 inches outside. So he's pretty wide. Kind of a unique brow that curls in on that side, and he's pretty bladed on his right side. Right there. You want to hold him up, Uncle John, for the... This ain't very good light for this, but yeah, real nice.
Yeah, he ain't quite as big lengthwise on the tines even as what I looked standing.
It's the very first kill out of the stump too. So.
Is it pretty loud in there? Or didn't
No,
you
I had
notice
that. I had that big window in the
Oh, you
front
did?
open to shoot out of, and I had one of the side windows open too.
I wondered about that when I had Griffin in that one down there, if I need to open all the windows to shoot. 'Cause I didn't know.
Weighed just over 130 pounds.
I guess it wouldn't be much different shooting inside anything else.
No, and if you keep, you know, the barrels out in that, why you had to hang the gun quite a ways out.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like one of the old cabins where you were pretty much entirely
Yeah.
inside. You
Yeah.
know, when you shot.
Well, nice buck, John.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the help.
Yeah.